What's up, guys? Hey, this is John over here at Purcell Resales, back with another video. I just wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone. This is January 1st, 2022, and going to go ahead and start the year off right with going to look at some local thrift stores. I believe we're going to hit some Goodwills, maybe some other thrift stores, but just going to see what we can dig up. We are just kind of beginning our journey with reselling, enjoying it, really enjoying what we're doing, but we're also still learning. So I'm just going to give you a heads up. I'm not going to be an expert at everything I'm looking at. I'm probably going to pick up some things that are not any good, and I'll figure that on the way. But I just wanted to vlog the journey, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you do, hey, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. But anyway, thanks, and have a wonderful day, and hope to interact with you guys. Hey, have a great day. Hey guys, we are back from our first haul of the year. We visited two Goodwills, local Goodwills that we love to go to at least every couple of weeks. We like to try to take a trip out and see beautiful ones on the water, and then ones on the way out to it. But anyway, beautiful time, beautiful opportunity to go try to find some stuff, and we think we did. We found a few things we are stepping out on, trying to learn a little bit more about different avenues or different types of products that we can use. First thing, I am not skilled in hardly anything at all, but I'm learning as we go, and I'm learning a lot more as you study. What I've learned in life is that the more you put an effort into something, the more that you're going to get off the effort. So it's like when I first got into it, I was watching videos, watching YouTube videos, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, you can just become a millionaire, doing this stuff. It's really easy. Then you get out there and it's like, wow, this is not as easy as you think it is. You actually have to work. You have to do research. You have to find out what, I didn't even know what a sell-through rate was when I first started. I just would search it, and if it had a sold comp in the last 90 days, by golly, I was putting it in my buggy and I was going to take it home. So, I mean, I've learned a lot over, over the last year. We've been doing it off and on for a year, really gotten serious probably in the last maybe month and a half, where we've decided that this is something that we want to try to adventure into and try to make this more of a, not just a side hustle, but maybe even a full-time income for at least my wife. I already own a business, and I'm very happy doing what I do, but this is something that really is entertaining and is joyful to us. So it's just a few things that, we really enjoy doing together. On the way back from the last Goodwill, we were talking, and it's like, this is something that we really truly enjoy doing together. And I think anytime you really enjoy doing something, whether it's together, whether it's alone or whatever, as long as you do something you enjoy, people, the old adage is, if you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. I don't necessarily ascribe to that. I do believe that it is still considered work, but I do understand the concept. Gary Vee makes a statement many times that the true ROI of life is happiness. And I want to definitely echo that in everything that we do. We're just going to be happy with what we do. And anyway, I just want to say thanks for watching. It definitely, you're not here to, I don't know what I can teach you, but I do know one thing. I can absolutely show my ups and my downs. I can show my things that we do right, the things that we do wrong, and hopefully as we grow in our understanding, we can help you grow in yours. So anyway, thanks for watching. We're just going to kind of cross over here and look at a few things and see what we found, and just go from there. Hopefully, if you see anything that you said, John, that's just a bad buy, just if you would drop a comment in the comment section, say, hey, that just wasn't something you needed to pick up, because I am absolutely listening to everything you guys say. And thanks so much for, again, watching, taking time out of your day just to watch what we're trying to do here at Purcell Resale. So we thank you so much for it. But hey, let's get into seeing some of the things that we found. Hey guys, we are back from our first haul of the year. We visited two Goodwills, local Goodwills that we love to go to at least every couple of weeks, we like to try to take a trip out and see beautiful ones on the water, and then ones on the way out to it. But anyway, beautiful time, beautiful opportunity to go try to find some stuff, and we think we did. We found a few things we are stepping out on, trying to learn a little bit more about different avenues or different types of products that we can use. First thing, I am not skilled in hardly anything at all, but I'm learning as we go, and I'm learning a lot more as you study. What I've learned in life is that the more you put an effort into something, the more that you're going to get off the effort. So it's like when I first got into it, I was watching videos, watching YouTube videos, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, you can just become a millionaire, doing this stuff. It's really easy. Then you get out there and it's like, wow, this is not as easy as you think it is. You actually have to work. You have to do research. You have to find out what, I didn't even know what a sell-through rate was when I first started. I just would search it, and if it had a sold comp in the last 90 days, by golly, I was putting it in my buggy and I was going to take it home. So, I mean, I've learned a lot over, over the last year. We've been doing it off and on for a year, really gotten serious probably in the last maybe month and a half, where we've decided that this is something that we want to try to adventure into and try to make this more of a, not just a side hustle, but maybe even a full-time income for at least my wife. And I already own a business, and I'm very happy doing what I do, but this is something that really is entertaining and is joyful to us. So it's just a few things that, we really enjoy doing together. On the way back from the last Goodwill, we were talking, it's like, this is something that we really, truly enjoy doing together. And I think anytime you really enjoy doing something, whether it's together, whether it's alone or whatever, as long as you do something you enjoy, the old adage is, if you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. I don't necessarily ascribe to that. I do believe that it is still considered work, but I do understand the concept. Gary Vee makes a statement many times that the true ROI of life is happiness. And I want to definitely echo that in everything that we do. We're just going to be happy with what we do. And anyway, I just want to say thanks for watching. It definitely, you're not here to, I don't know what I can teach you, but I do know one thing. I can absolutely show my ups and my downs. I can show my things that we do right, the things that we do wrong, and hopefully as we grow in our understanding, we can help you grow in yours. So anyway, thanks for watching. We're just going to kind of cross over here and look at a few things and see what we found, and just go from there. Hopefully, if you see anything that you said, John, that's just a bad buy, just if you would drop a comment in the comment section, say, hey, that just wasn't something you need to pick up, because I am absolutely listening to everything you guys say. And thanks so much for, again, watching, taking time out of your day just to watch what we're trying to do here at Purcell Resale. So we thank you so much for it. But hey, let's get into seeing some of the things that we found. Yeah, the first thing I want to kind of show is probably the thing that I have the least amount of knowledge in, which is clothing. I've always been just the type of person that didn't really care that much about name brands or anything like that. So I'm really trying to stretch myself and learn more and more in reference to what sells and what doesn't sell. And some of the things when I first started picking some things up, like name brands, I thought, man, this would sell, that I realized just didn't sell. And so it's always it's a life learning experience. But anyway, so we picked up a few things clothing wise here. Just really don't know a whole lot. I know that this was new with tags. My wife picked this out, and I don't really know other than the fact that it just was new with tags, and the name is like Paper Lace. It looks like it's a 3X, and I do know one thing from my experience, a little bit of selling, is that sometimes the bigger things sell better. The bigger sizes. So if that's something to pay attention to, you don't want to. One thing, I picked up a whole bunch of shirts one time that were just mediums. And a medium to me just doesn't sell that well. Usually your extra large and above are the better products to buy. So this is something that, again, we're learning. We're stepping out and trying to learn more and more about. So I do know that this is a good name brand. It's Carhartt. I've never really had a problem selling anything with Carhartt, especially seeing that it's an extra large. Extra large seems to sell pretty well. It's nice to me, a good product. If it was a little bit bigger, I might would wear it myself, but I'm more of a 2X kind of guy. I like my clothes a little bigger. But anyway, it's a great product, and you know, we'll probably fetch, you know, a good $15–20 from the shirt. Picked it up at the Goodwill, and I believe all the set prices there are like $3.99, $4.99 a piece. So anyway, if you again, it's a great name brand to pick up. Carhartt's always a big seller for us. And this is kind of something that I picked up out of just of randomness. I just did a lot of, you know, what I do is I just go through the racks, and I'll pull tags, and the tags that I don't quite understand, I'll look them up. And I know that's slow. It's something that I understand that as I grow in my knowledge, I'll be able to kind of get a little faster at. But I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name brand here. It's like, I want to say Yushi. Definitely may not be, but it's made in the USA. It's a really nice piece of fabric. It's really something that we're just trying to venture out and try to see if we're going to be able to sell it or not. But anyway, hey, if you know any more about this, I mean, if you know any more name brands, especially women's clothing, I'm a little bit, of course, I'm a man, so I'm a little bit more versed in male clothing. But in women's, I'm trying to learn a little bit more. I do look kind of weird over there, like going through the women's aisles, you know, racks. Kind of look, you know, I actually felt like there were a couple of people looking at me kind of weird yesterday. It was yesterday, actually, we were looking. But I'm like, wow. But anyway, I'm learning. So if you see anything, drop some hints to us, you know, as to what we should keep an eye out for, just looking for. And then these other things here, this was really neat that we picked up. It's a geography game. I believe it's probably more used by like homeschoolers or by people who are interested in just teaching kids at home. But it's one of those things that we also, you know, you kind of overlook. It's like you overlook, you don't scan certain things. And it's one of those things, when my wife scanned it, it was like blew our mind as to what the sold comps were on it. And I'll put a you know, a screenshot on there to kind of let you know what this thing's selling for. So if you see this out in the wild, I mean, go pick it up. It's definitely, it had a great sell-through rate, and looks like it's going to be a big profit. I think we paid $2.99 for it. So it's like, it's crazy. Picked up this Rawlings glove. It's a Jose Canseco glove. Picked it up for $4.99. I think there's sold comps on it for like $29 to $30. I, you know, sold my first glove, I guess, last week. So it was kind of like, all right, that, you know, I picked up a couple, hadn't sold one, finally sold one, thought, hey, look, this is something maybe we want to look into a little bit more of. I'm always a sucker for Beanie Babies. I know a lot of people are like, hey, don't pick them up. But anyway, you know, they're easy to list, they're easy to ship, they're just easy to do. But these are some of the ones, seem like have better sold comps. Anyway, we picked them up for a little bit of nothing. We'll flip them, you know, for, you know, $5, $6, $7, and I'm one of those. It's like, you know, people say, are you a fast nickel or a slow dime? You know, I'm a little somewhere in between. I don't mind sitting on something if I know eventually it's going to bring me a decent amount of profit. But hey, look, this is again all a learning journey. But we picked up another thing. Plushes are something that we're really trying to learn more about. It's something that I kind of overlooked a lot when I was first getting into it, because I didn't want to like do the research on it. But this looks like it's called a Douglas Cuddle Toy. I'm not real sure exactly what that is, but they had great sold comps as well. So it's really cool. It looks really nice. So we're easy pictures, easy listing, easy sale. I mean, easy shipping. So we really enjoyed that. I picked up this Texas Longhorns hat. It needs a little bit of cleaning, but that's nothing that's too difficult to do. But it's a 2006 Sweet 16 hat. And you know, I'm always looking for older type hats. You know, it's sad to say that 2016 is like 16 years ago now. So it's, wow, you start seeing how fast time flies the older you get. People said that when I was growing up, you know, the older you get, the faster it goes. I didn't believe that until I crossed 30, and it seemed like now I'm about to hit 50, and it's, wow, I can't believe it. But anyway, you know, that's always something I'm always looking out for, something I'm always trying to keep my eyes open for any kind of older type of hat. It's a really nice, again, it's like a one size, really, really, you know, it's going to clean up well. It should sell pretty easily for, you know, 15, 20 bucks. And one of the things that I've always looked at hats for is like, I heard someone say one time, it was on one of the videos, I don't know who said it, but it's like, you know, a hat is more than likely going to be like a lunch. Like, you know, you're selling hats for lunches. And, you know, you can get $10, $15, $20, you know, for a hat. You know, I know some go higher than that, but, you know, primarily that's about where you're going to be at anyway, and any kind of average sale price for that. So, hey, that's, you know, that's a lunch. So that's just kind of the way we kind of look at things like that. And then I come by and picked up this thing right here. We've sold mixers in the past. We've kind of broken them down and sold them part by part. And those were... good sellers for us, and we've made major profit. My wife picked one up for like $4.99 or $5.99, something like that. It was really an older. It was a Sunbeam as well. This is a Sunbeam. I believe it's called a Mixmaster. So she picked it up. It was one of the, I believe it was a yellow one. It's kind of really older. But anyway, we sold it for parts. We sold the bowls. We sold, I don't know if we sold the cord, but we sold several different things, you know, just for parts. I think I'm going to try to sell this one all together. I found one sold comp on eBay for but it had two bowls with it, but it was like $129. We paid up a little bit for it, paid $19.99 for it at the Goodwill, but it's something I believe that we can turn a profit on regardless, even if we part it out. Because I believe like the little black thing that it sits on, the I don't really know what they're called, but they sit on, that thing sold for like 20 bucks. Had sold comps for over $20 just for that part. So I believe we'll be able to, recoup our money off of it, even if we part it out. But that's... not my desire for this one. I think I want to try to sell it all together. Anyway, if you have comments, I mean, if you have an idea of, what you feel like is better, then just, drop it in the comments below. Let me know what you think, what the best method to do that. Anyway, come to some shoes. Always watching people. We're kind of picking up on how to clean shoes now. My wife is actually, she's the one that's kind of, her and my son Jeremiah, they're working together cleaning shoes. Gotta make the kid, earn his keep. But anyway, he told me that if I would get 1,000 subscribers today, that he would start coming on some of the videos with me. I think he doesn't believe that I can get that many subscribers. So if you guys would just hit that subscribe button on below so I can have him on the show or on the videos with us. So anyway, just kind of show him up, show him that the old man can do what he doesn't think he can do. But anyway, I mean, these are kind of like basic pickups, got some Asics, and they sell real well. Again, they need a little cleaning and things like that. A couple of different pair of Asics that we'll pick up. These, really, clean. I mean, really nice tread on the back, the bottoms. They look good. They $6.99. I mean, you really just can't pass it up. I mean, $6.99, a little bit of cleaning, put them on there, take some pictures, and sell them. And, you get 30, 40 bucks for them, then you're still making a pretty decent profit, on the shoes. Now, my wife picked up these shoes. I don't really know what they are. I don't even know what name brand they are. So we just kind of threw them in there. Both these two pair right here, these boots. These are new with tags. I think we scanned them, and they look like they had decent profit margins on them as well. So don't really know a whole lot about those. Again, good pair of Nikes, Nike running shoes. Got good tread on them. Really, really good tread on these. Just a little bit of minor cleaning that we can do. Put them on there, make good 30, 40 bucks on those as well. And you can never go wrong with the Hokas. I mean, we do well with those. Everybody likes them. I like the colors of these. Again, this is definitely a pair that's going to need some cleaning. But everything looks really good. Tread looks good on them. We did the bend test on them to make sure that there's no cracking. The only difference, the only problem with this one's got a little bit of frayed, right there. I'm not real sure. I don't think that should really make a big deal in reference to that. But anyway, it's, it is what it is. But I mean, it's just pick them up. Funny thing was like when we went through initially looking at shoes, these weren't out. And then as we were looking at other things, they were putting shoes out. So always double back and look back, and see if there's anything that they put out while you were sourcing in other areas of the store. So we picked those up at the end, picked those up. Again, I think we paid $9 for those, so it's a little bit more for that. I think they kind of pick up on which ones sell the best. So anyway, and then we paid I think $10 for these boots. These are Justin boots. Doing some sold comps on them. They look really good too. I've sold a pair that I picked up at a yard sale several months ago. I think I got $50 for the pair, and I don't think they really look. I like the design on these, the color markings on these as well. So I think we'll be able to get a good $40-50 for these as well. It's a nice pair of boots. They're made well. They have a lot of longevity. They don't tear up real easy. So and this is something also that they put out after we had made our initial walkthrough as well. These are Hyperflex golf shoes. Really, really nice tread. Looks like they've not really been worn that much. Just a little bit of cleaning that we're going to have to do on these as well, and get these things listed. But I mean, I saw sold comps anywhere from like 50 to 70 just on that pair of shoes right there. I think we paid $5.99 for that pair of shoes. So any which way, I mean, if we just kind of you get $40 for them, you're still making great profit margins on it, even after fees and taxes that you got to pay. So I mean, that's something. That's the first pair of golf shoes I've ever picked up. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I do know that I picked up several different golf clubs over. I believe this is at the second Goodwill. Picked up all the golf clubs. Got a set, and I know these are not the best clubs in the world. They do have good, have decent sell-through rate. They're called King Snakes. It's the set. It's like the 3 through the pitching wedge set, and I think the set was going for like $50. I paid $1 a piece for the clubs. So again, 50 plus shipping. I should be able to turn $8 in investment, into 50 or $60, and that's perfectly fine. I think a lot of people are looking for, the home runs all the time, like the turn $1 into 1,000, and things like that. And I'm not saying that those things don't take place and those don't happen, but I remember, believe it or not, I'm a Kansas City Royals fan. And a few years ago, when we were playing in the World Series, I was watching at home, but anyway, they were playing in the World Series. One of the things that they did well was they played small ball well. They would, hit a single, steal a base, steal another base, sacrifice fly. I mean, and all of a sudden they got a run. It wasn't the big home run hitters per se that, and they had some home run hitters in that year. But anyway, it was just things like that, and that's kind of like our motto as well. It's like, yes, we're looking for that home run, but we're not going to overlook the single and the double and the sacrifice flies just so that we can, not make profit. So the idea is about how to make money, and that's what we're trying to do, is increase our 90-day total on eBay. We're also selling on Poshmark. We're selling on Mercari. I've done a little bit on Amazon. I'm not a really big Amazon guy. I think the fees are outrageous, and it's almost like you got to play strictly by their rules. And it's very difficult to get into. I mean, you're so gated in so many different things. And hey, it may be something that we do in the future, but right now I'm not really focusing much of my attention at all. I know that, people do really well with books and things like that, but I don't find any joy in just sitting there scanning books. It's just not something that I enjoy doing. And it's just something I'm not going to do right now. But anyway, so I picked up these left-handed clubs as well. This is a TaylorMade oversize. Looks like it's a burner. It's a bubble shaft. It looks like, sold comps on it, about $20, $25 plus shipping. I picked it up for $2.99 or $1.99. And again, $2 into 25. I mean, I don't think you can really beat that. It's good sold sell through rates as well. Picked up this Titleist DCI 962 sand wedge, left-handed as well. It looks like, again, sold comps are roughly about $20-$25 on those plus shipping. And this one's a little rough looking. We're going to have to do some cleaning on it. I don't think we're going to try to grip it, but it looks like it needs a new grip. At least it's it's definitely been used, but it's a Nike T80. I believe it's if I get this right, I'm trying not to make you drunk, but BC004. I know Nike doesn't make golf clubs anymore, so I saw that, picked it up. I think sold comps on it the last couple of there's not a whole lot of listed, but sell-through rate's pretty good. I think there's like 5 listings, and there was like 3 or 4 sold. So over the last 90 days on eBay. So I think they were like $30-$35, but again, I paid $2.99 for it. So again, turn $3 into 30. Again, you just you're 10x in your money. So anyway, we'd make Grant Cardone happy, that big 10x guy. But anyway, that's something that we picked up as well. And that's pretty much everything. I think we may have picked up a few others here or there that didn't get on the table. But it's just something, again, that we just really are learning. And some things we're just picking up and praying, that they sell. But anyway, we're definitely learning a lot. And thank you guys for watching, and showing. Again, if you have any comments, drop them in the comments below. Let me know, hey, John, you screwed up on that. Or, hey, John, that's a big pickup or whatever. It really, it's not going to hurt my feelings one way or the other. But I wanted to end the video on just a couple of things, that I've learned in reference to not overlooking certain things. That there are certain things that, you just scan and all of a sudden it's like, wow, this is wow, I just can't believe that this sells for this. And also just kind of maybe even a hack, as to what you can do in reselling. One thing is that we like to pick up like board games and things, and sometimes they won't have at the thrift store. They won't have all their parts, like this right here. This was something that's catchphrase. It was something that we sold. I think we sold the timer. We picked up the whole game. It wasn't all together, but we picked up the whole game for like $1.99, and we sold like the timer for like $12 or $15. And then we sold this right here. All it is just the little, I don't know what these things are called, flashcards, I guess you'd. I have no idea. But anyway, I put them in there, and we sold that for like $14 plus shipping. So again, this is just something that just don't overlook, don't sleep on. I mean, just because you pick up something and it doesn't have all the pieces to it, don't mean you can't sell it. Like I sold a Pokemon Monopoly game the other day, just the board alone, I sold it for like $15, and just little things like that. It's another thing I picked up at our local thrift store here in the city that we have. I didn't even know what a mini disc was, to be honest with you, but I picked this up. It was 2 pieces here. Let's put it down here. 2 pieces of a disc. I guess there are discs that are inside of them. Anyway, pick these up. They sell the audio cassettes for like $0.25 a piece. And I'm not saying go scan every audio cassette, but I am saying like keep your eyes out on certain things. So I just scanned the barcode, picked it up. Again, I paid 50 cents for it, and there was like only one listing on eBay for roughly, I think it was like right at $100, and I was like, there's no way. So I checked the sold comps. There's like 3 sold in the last 90 days, and only one was like both of them. One of them was like, I think 2 of the sold comps only had 1, but both one of them had 2, and it was sold for like $80, $85 or something like that on bid, on auction. So I went ahead and picked them up and came home and listed them, and it absolutely shocked me. When I looked at it, it was I think like maybe the first 30 minutes I had like 3 offers of like 50 and 60. And then like the next day or two, I can't remember. I think it was a couple of days later. I just went ahead and decided to take an offer of $65 for it. So anyway, for 65 bucks, I turned 50 cents into $65 just simply because I scanned something. So that's something that, you know, keep an eye out on. I mean, just scan certain things just to see what happens. My kids laugh at me all the time because it's like, I'll just pick up something random and just like scan it. It's like, well, you don't really know what may sell, what may not. But anyway, that's just kind of what we looked at. This is the first haul of the new year. We want to do a lot more videos this year than we did last year. Only dropped a couple last year, just trying to get used to it. Did pick up a GoPro, learning things with it. I don't know a lot about editing, don't know a lot about lighting. I don't know a lot about a lot of things, but I do know this. I do know that I enjoy doing what we do, and I want to journey. I want to journal the journey, and I want to vlog it. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If not, then that's all right too. If you do, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get to that 1,000 subscribers so that I can bring my son Jeremiah on.